Hey, how are you? Good morning. So today is the beginning of the super low tides this week, but they're not super low. They're down to, I think where I'm going is going to be -2, which is great. And so today's quite low. I don't know what it is. I'm local. I'm up in the Greenwich Peninsula. Just because it's local and I didn't want to go into town because it's gonna be cram-packed with everybody. So I thought I'd just come here local and have a look and take you down and just have a look. It's nice and low. It was the lowest tide about an hour ago, so I've come a little bit later. Otherwise I'd be here so early. Anyway, let me show you where I am. Hey, how are you? Good to see you. Good morning. Let me show you where I am. Let me see how. Let me flip this over. There. Isn't that beautiful? Look at this today. So this is North Greenwich Peninsula, which is just very local to me. And I thought I would come down just because it's quite a low tide. Always intrigued by shoes and boots. I think more so just, I mean, this I don't think is so old. Although saying that, there's nails on the sole, so maybe older than I would have thought. I think what's more interesting about the shoes and that, isn't it, is the story behind it. Whose was it and how did it get there? And oh yeah, I'm just thinking about that. Unless it's a gruesome story and then you don't really want to know. But I think that's the interesting thing, isn't it, about most things that you find down here are just the relationships. Another shoe full of shoes today. It's like a kind of a brogue. It's got on the back, I don't know if you can see that, written on there is St. Michael's, which, I don't know, is that Marks and Spencer's? I don't know. Now I was watching a post this week. There was an interesting one from Steve Brooker, the mud god, and I did a little kind of short thing on it. He spoke about it takes 3 months to 3 years to get your eye in, you know, before you can kind of tune in into the foreshore and really start to see things. And I thought, yeah, no, that's fascinating because you know, some days you can come down here and it's just, you see just nothing, and it takes forever just to kind of tune in into the environment, and then other days it's just like you can see everything. There's a great mudlark I was with Debs from Berry, really interesting, on myself, Carrie, and her in the same spot, and she was just so in tune with the foreshore. It was wonderful, and the things that she could see that we couldn't. Thanks so much. Thanks if you're at work, but thank you so much for joining. Thank you. Right, let me have a look at the floor here so you can see. I'm just going to have a little scout around here, then I'm going to go further down. It's lovely, the geese here today. So next week, on Monday, I'm going down to the Isle of Dogs with Carrie from Carrie on Larking. She's on TikTok. She's not on. She's on YouTube, but she doesn't post on there. But we'll go live on the Isle of Dogs, and then also next week and I'm just trying to work out the date. I'm going to, all being well, meet up with Nicola White as well, and do a bit of mudlarking. I'd like to just get to know her as well, and maybe do a short interview with her as well, just to understand her brilliance. And I know it's interesting. I got into it, I think, from Nicola. So anyway, it'd be good to meet her and to have a chat and to mudlark together. But when all that's confirmed anyway, I'll make a post, and if you're around, please come and join us, and I'll do a bit of a live stream, so can catch it up later. I'll do that on TikTok and also on YouTube. Again, so many boots and shoes, but I guess it's because this bit is just so muddy that you lose your boots and shoes and things get stuck and caught in here. See, that banging is from the swell when you get boats going past, like the Uber boats, and because the tide is quite low, you can hear it knocking on those barges. Yeah, geese are beautiful, aren't they? Chatting away. Right, let me go a bit further down here. See what's on the ground. Actually, last week I was here just having a little stroll. There's a beautiful little Victorian clay pipe. I've never found a complete pipe here. I've only found little bits of remnants, because this, I think, is quite overpicked, or has been over the years, and not, you don't see many mudlarks down here anymore, actually. But it was a beautiful, beautiful little pipe. Hey, Sue. Yeah, I think it's going to rain later though, so I bought my waterproofs just in case. But I'm only down here briefly. Again, it's just because it was a super low tide, and I thought I wanted to have a look at this particular, around this section. And just because, so can you see the screws and that? And amazing as it's huge. But I'm always interested where heavy metals collect and erosion is happening, because things of interest also collect in the same spot. Sometimes it's a good place to find coins. Just the iridescence on this is beautiful, isn't it? How wonderful is that? Just that colour. Stunning. Morning, Sally. Actually, I'm not going to go to IKEA today. I'm going to go shopping after this. So I'm just down here briefly, and then I'm going to go, because there's all the supermarkets around here. But I thought I would just come down. It's because it's a nice low tide. Those two geese are funny. I don't know whether they're having an argument or whether they're just having a discussion, or... So you see the, I don't know if you can see that in the background, the Uber boat. So you're going to hear the banging again from the barges as because the water's very low as the swell hits them. It's one of the reasons we get so much erosion here, is those boats. It's amongst other things, I think, anyway. See, it's interesting, isn't it, how things collect here, like the nails and the heavier metals, which is why I wanted to just come down this spot. I remember it from last time I was here. Gosh, if you're into scrap iron, this is the place. I love on pottery, you know, how it cracks like that and then a whole new pattern emerges from it. There's a Japanese phrase, isn't there? Something like kin kitsu or something, which is the beauty in perfection, in the imperfection. And this is where they repair bits of pottery and they fill the cracks of the broken pottery in with gold. So it really highlights the imperfections, and therefore you see the beauty in it, and it looks stunning. I think it's a wonderful approach to look at things. So many nails and chains here, gosh. What else? Come on. Over here a bit. Yeah, see, I wore my short wellies today on reflection, but I wasn't going to go that deep, but on reflection, actually, it's just so muddy here. I should really wear my larger wellies. So on Monday, when we go to the Isle of Dogs, I've been to the Isle of Dogs a few times, but I don't know as well as Carrie knows it. Carrie that's kind of her domain, that's her manor, and she's going to take me down to her favourite spot. This is where she found the musket and things. Beautiful old musket, I think 18th century, 1700s or something, she said. But anyway, she's going to take me down there, and we're going to have a look. She's going to just introduce me properly to that area. I've only been down there, and because it's around by Millwall Dock, it's quite a large kind of section, and there's what seems like miles and miles of beach. So it's good to have a guide there, and just to it looks like a, you know, on a boat where the oar goes in, isn't it? Yeah, so it's good to have a guide to be able to navigate a bit more and navigate the area a bit more and understand places to look. God, that's huge. That looks like from a lamp, doesn't it? Like an industrial lamp. The only things I've ever really found down here have been turn of the century, really. Quite a lot of Victorian, late Victorian and early 1900s. It's another shoe. That's it, a rowlock. Thank you. Thanks, Sally. Though I'd never known that's what it's called in a million years. So I'm going to pretend. Yeah, no, of course it's a rowlock. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, thank you. I didn't know that. I knew it was something, and it looked like a. Anyway, it's great if you're into driftwood. It's lovely, the letterings that you find on bricks sometimes. I have to say though that the bricks, they look so much better on the foreshore. Ah, brilliant. Where are you? Whereabouts are you on the foreshore? This is up in on the Greenwich Peninsula, as you can see just up here. Yeah, on the so you find lots of bricks with makers' names and some really early ones. It's beautiful. But what's interesting actually is when you do take them home and you clean them, and yeah, when you do take them home and clean the bricks, what's interesting is, and then they dry out, everything changes about them, and in many ways they look so much better on the foreshore. And I find that with a lot of things that I take, that sometimes I kind of think, yeah, I'm going to enjoy them for a bit, but then I'm going to return them, kind of where they actually live, and yeah, otherwise I'm just collecting stuff, and also gives an opportunity for somebody else to find something. There are just so many. Down at Rotherhithe. You know, I've been meaning to get down to Rotherhithe for such a long time, but never quite managed it. But it is on my list, that and Surrey Quays. I was living on the East End, up in East London, up in Silvertown, on the West Silvertown, on the docks there, and I was always meaning to, but it was on the other side of the river, so it wasn't the easiest kind of journey down there. But now I'm on the south side. Maybe actually, I don't think it's easy. I was just thinking, I don't think it's any easier at all. Anyway, what am I saying? I'm just making excuses here. I will for sure come down. Oh, thank you so much, Sue. Seems really muddy today. What do you think this is? Yeah, so this is the instinct in me. Clearly, you can tell I'm not a trained archaeologist, because the instinct in me is to use my foot and kick it. Clearly, that's not what you should be doing with potential amazing artifacts that you find on the Thames foreshore. Wow, it looks like a huge stopper for a bottle. Interesting. Isn't that beautiful? Look at the skyline there. Just stunning today. I think what's brilliant on this particular stretch is that you get such a huge perspective of the shore and of the river, because it's so it's on a kind of a wider part of the foreshore. So you really do get to see this, just the expanse of it. It's beautiful. This is great, isn't it? Look, remnants of a boat. Just going to come off the mud, and then I can focus a bit more on the ground. Just have to be so careful actually. You've not been on the foreshore just with the mud. It's not pleasant when you get stuck. Be so careful. Normally if it's muddy I bring my spade with me just as a precaution really. One as a walking stick to sort of get myself out, but also to dig myself out if I have to. I've only been Oh, wonderful. Oh, how brilliant. Oh, I look forward to seeing that. Let me, I don't know if I'm subscribing to you. If I will, I'll have a look and hopefully you'll post stuff. Well done. Good for you for those finds. Wonderful. Yeah, happy hunting and I'll see you soon. Yeah, I only got stuck once in the mud and that's not, really isn't pleasant at all. It's a day of shoes. It's a bouncy ball. It's actually down here that I found the mobile phone a couple of weeks ago. I'm still trying to trace its owner. It'd be nice if I can. I want to try and find Spanish Trevor, but I couldn't find him. So I'm going to try, maybe I'll try tomorrow. Yeah, maybe I'll pop into town tomorrow and try and find him. See if he can fix it, unlock it, and see who it belongs to and see if we can get it back to them. But it was pretty smashed up, that's the only thing, so I don't know whether that would be possible. But it's worth a try. I think if I lost my phone and somebody made the effort to return it to me, I'd be over the moon. And it's more the photos and the contacts and everything, if you've not backed up, that's most valuable, more so than the phone itself. Ah, there's another mudlark further down. Yeah, they're looking. I think there, as you say, Sue. I don't know, just taking time out and breathing. And looking at sea glass and walking along the shore, and that is just beautiful, especially if you do live in a city. But even if you don't, it's just it's nice to get out and just breathe for a little bit. Very therapeutic. I think when I was here last week, I was just saying it'd be great to have a dog down here. I mean, he would be filthy. He'd be as muddy as me. There are so many shoes here today. This is like the 5th or 6th shoe. And actually these have some age to them because they're all hobnailed. And then there's another one here, which is like a sole. Let's see if I can say hello to the other mudlark. Don't know if you can see them there, just down on the look at the sky today. Let me go and say hello to him. Oh, he's got longer wellies than me, so he can go deep in mud. I'm gonna have to stay on the edge. Morning. How are you? Getting there. Only lots of old shoes. Enough to open a shoe shop. Not a very good shoe shop, but a shoe shop. Did you find anything?
Yeah, I found a few bits of pottery. I found that. I think that's part of that, you know, that wooden display up there.
Ah, wow.
Someone's obviously pulled it off the wall and just chucked it in. So I was gonna, when I walk back, I was going to leave it near it. Someone might stick it back on the wall.
Ah, brilliant. Ah, that's good of you.
Hooligans, eh?
Yeah.
Well, good luck.
Yeah, you too. Take care. What's your name?
Liam.
Ken.
Ken.
Nice to meet
You
you.
got a YouTube video? Or?
Yeah, just doing live at the moment. Just taking
right.
people down here. I live locally, so sometimes I come down
Yeah,
here.
I work around the corner. I pops up, come down here. It's pretty quiet around here.
Yeah, it is.
Where else do you go, Joe?
I've been going over onto Isle of Dogs a lot and West Silvertown way.
Yeah, it's good there.
And
Been
then,
down Tilbury a few times. That's all right. There's a lot of old bottles there.
Yeah.
Not that old, but it's double tip, so. I was going to try the other side, but I'm not sure where.
Yeah, there's somebody just on here that said they're down on Rotherhithe.
Oh, right.
And they've just found some things down at Rotherhithe, some coins and stuff and stoppers. And I want to go down Rotherhithe. I want to go down Surrey Keys. Those are the two areas that I'd like to go.
Yeah, we've been down to Greenwich a few times. That's okay.
It's just
Central
over peaked,
London's
isn't
all
it?
right,
Yeah, central. I mean, today it's great, low tide. But if you go to central London, it's like Piccadilly Circus on the foreshore.
Busy, eh?
Too many.
Yeah, too many people doing it now.
Yeah.
I think my licence runs out soon. I've got to renew it. I don't know if you can renew them.
Yeah, no, be on it. They're strict. If you miss it if you miss it, you miss it.
Yeah. I've never been challenged for it, but I've always keep it up to date.
Yeah.
I don't think they're issuing new ones, are they?
No, not for some time.
There's too many people doing it.
They issued, I think, 3,000.
Wow.
I mean, why?
Yeah.
Anyway, it is what it is, but now nobody can get one.
Maybe it's good.
Yeah, who knows?
What's the YouTube channel?
It's Larking in the Mud
Larking in the Mud.
on TikTok and Insta as well.
Okay. Oh, cool, man.
Yeah, Liam, are you online?
No.
No, okay. Nice to meet you. Happy hunting.
Have a good day.
Yeah,
Bye.
take care. It's great you meet such lovely people on the foreshore. Such characters as well. They're great. So funny that you come. I love that. It was brilliant. You come to the foreshore for the peace and quiet, and then you come across somebody else with a radio playing really loud. Mudlarking. So funny. Horses for courses, isn't it? But good. It's great. We're all different, isn't it? Embrace that. It's interesting, you always see evidence actually if there's been a mudlark down. You see the kind of where they've been scraping. Right. The sole of the shoe. So many. Right, I'm gonna go a bit further down, then I'll turn around, head back. It's intriguing, isn't it? This is wood. Don't know if you can see it. If the focus can go there. It's kind of wood with a metal nut on the top. I wonder what that was from. There's a nut on the bottom as well. Turned piece of wood. There you go. Who knows? Actually, you can see just how low the tide is today. I mean, it's on its way in, so I've got to be careful I don't cut off, although I could clamber up there if I need to. But to be able to walk, I think over an hour or an hour and a half after low tide, to be able to walk still down this bit, you get a sense of just how low the tide is. But I think on Monday, when I'm going out on the Isle of Dogs, I think it's -2. So it means further out, and some parts of the shore which normally aren't accessible for most of the year suddenly become accessible. So definitely longer wellies and worth going out to have a look. And then all this week is like -2, -1 and 0. So some good low tides. Right, gonna turn around in a second. Head back and then go do my shopping. It's always intriguing when you find bits of pottery and you kind of... Sometimes it's amazing when you see the history of it. You see the maker's name, or I found some stuff from a school down here. It was beautiful. You can then trace the school, which I think was down in Bermondsey. And what's great actually is just the mudlarking community out there. If you get stuck, you can post stuff and have a shared knowledge. It's wonderful. Great. Okay. So I think this is as far as I probably want to go, because I don't want to get cut off on that as the tide's coming in, and also I've got to go and do my shopping. So lovely to see you. Thank you so much for joining. Sorry it's so brief, and sorry a little bit unadventurous, but such is life, isn't it? This is part of it is the journey there, isn't it? So Monday, do join us. What time will it be? We're meeting around about 8 o'clock up at Millwall. So sometime after 8 on Monday morning, if you're around. If not, watch the replay. But I go down there with Carrie and we'll go to her favourite spot, and I'll see if I can find you some great treasures. And then the rest of the week as well, I'm going to see if I can hook up with Nicola. And yeah, so anyway, I'll let you know. And yeah, have the most amazing rest of the day, and I'll see you very soon. Thank you so much. Much love to you all. Thank you.